battle again.
You know, they probably thought, thank God. They've given up. They've stopped doing it. I don't have to worry about seeing all the crap they post about anymore.
Yeah.
But no.
No.
You can't get rid of us that easy.
Oh, no.
Because guess what? Hello and welcome to Nova Talks.
Oh. I
that
needed that. That was extra, and I'm glad because it made up for missing last
it
week.
was loud. It definitely peaked this microphone.
I like that.
100%.
I like that.
And as it should.
Yes.
Because that's
if
just,
you don't, then
that's just who
what
I
are we
am.
even doing?
It's just who I am.
Yeah.
How you doing? You know,
You know
I haven't seen you in a week. Well, I have.
That's a lie.
I've seen you one time.
Yeah.
But that's it.
How are the rest of? He hasn't seen you in a week.
I haven't seen you guys in a week. How are you doing?
Oh.
Wow.
You don't say.
Well, how's that working out for you? Great. Yeah, I feel like this is Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing.
Good assessment, Steve.
But no, I haven't been here in a week because I've been in Orlando, Florida. That's how they say it there.
Yeah.
Orlando. No, that's not
Did
how
you
they say it.
go
there.
around asking
Now
random pedestrians?
now everyone there is, because all the listeners are from Orlando, Florida. They're all gonna kick my butt.
That they are. If I lived in Orlando.
That's just how we talk, actually.
We. Right.
Do you ever catch yourself just really talking Southern for a second, and you're like, "Oh my God, stop!"
Yes. It happens often,
and it happens naturally. You're not even trying.
It's very scary.
And it's usually whenever you're with your family for an extended amount of time. Then it just kind of creeps up,
bleeds
on you.
in to your life.
Yeah. Even when I'm just at home with my parents for an extended amount of time, I'll come out.
Oh, I know.
Talking like.
I know. You come out and
insane.
see me after 3 days of not being around me, and I'm like, who is this other Dalton?
For real? Is that
this is country?
Are you
Dalton.
just hyping that up, or is that a thing? That
No. That happens.
For real?
That happens. Yeah.
Wow.
It usually takes you 15, 20 minutes to adjust.
Are you just analyzing it in your head?
I've got that time scale worked out.
It's all right, now about 3:30 he'll start talking like a northerner again.
Like a northerner.
Like he's from New Jersey. I don't know how they talk in New Jersey.
Yeah, give him 5 minutes, he'll start saying pop and
that's it.
Use guys.
Maybe I should just start talking like that from now on, and then just totally eliminate my southern roots.
I think you should definitely not do that.
No, do you like it?
I find the northern accent far more harsh and grating.
You're right, actually. You're
mostly because it's a lot.
Yeah.
You gotta talk with your hands.
Oh, is that because they're crabs? Is that what it is?
They're all crabs from Maine.
Isn't there?
Walk this way.
Don't they eat a lot of crabs in Maine?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of crab fishermen in Maine.
Yeah. Maybe that's where they get it from then. They're watching the crabs and they're imitating them.
Or they have it.
So on the podcast today, it's going to be a little all over the place because I keep peaking for no reason, and I don't know why, man.
That's,
I think it's because the gain on this mic was turned way up for some reason.
Hey.
And now I'm at a
at a respectable level.
At a respectable level.
At a level that decent human beings would be at.
Yeah, I don't even know why. Maybe it's because this got knocked around in the box. That could be it. So listeners, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for...
you had to deal with loud, Dalton.
You had to deal with loud, especially with that hello and welcome to Nova Talks, because good Lord.
No kidding.
I'm sure their AirPods are just exploded in their ears.
All the rich people out there with AirPods.
Yeah. If you don't have AirPods, who are you? You got no clout.
You're me.
You got no sense.
You use a dongle like a normal human being.
Even though it's really annoying.
I don't even care. I don't even care.
Oh yeah? You don't care about the adapter?
I like the over-the-ear headphones, and Apple ain't got those, so...
they don't.
No, they don't.
Well, maybe they do, but they don't come with the phone. Actually, I don't even think they make...
I don't think they do.
Headset phones.
I
actually prefer those as well.
I've told you this before, but buds do not fit my ear.
Yeah, because you said one of your ear holes is a different size than the other one, correct? Yeah.
Well, most people's are, but one of mine is it's too narrow.
Oh.
So it always winds up that like little side vent where all the bass comes out. Always it gets like trapped against my ear, so I just lose it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
Kind of unfortunate.
Me
I'm
too.
sorry,
Well, it didn't used to be like this, you know.
I'm sorry about your deformity, Matthew. I was born this way, okay?
Maybe it's helping prevent my hearing loss, though.
When did you realize that it was smaller than the other one? Did you have like a
Actually,
late night realization?
I think it was because it wasn't always this way. I think I first noticed it one time. I got poison oak really bad on one of my ears.
Okay.
And obviously it swelled up and whatnot. So I just couldn't use earbuds for a while because it wouldn't fit in there because, you know,
it was too big.
Poison oak.
Yeah.
And then when it went down and I started using earbuds again, I was like, this doesn't sound right. It's like I'm losing hearing.
Do you think it was...
And then I'd analyze it. Like I just pulled my ear a little bit and like opened it up and there it was. And I was like, what?
Do you think it was caused by the poison oak?
I don't know.
Or do you think it was just always there?
It definitely wasn't always there.
Maybe it was the poison oak then.
The poison oak definitely made it more noticeable.
But it just stayed that way.
Yeah.
Did you scratch your ear? Do you think that might have caused something like that? Or
I have no. I definitely scratched my ear a lot.
I'm sure you
I'll
did.
tell you what. And boy, it felt good every time.
That's like one of the
I
worst
know
places to get.
Yeah.
I mean, you already have an infatuation with scratching your ears anyway.
Yes, I do.
Which most people do, I think.
Yeah.
Especially with the Q-tips. Oh man.
But no. It's not about the Q-tips.
Oh, I know what you're about, Matt.
It's about them. It's about them keys.
Oh my.
A stylus. And you know what? I've even used precision screwdrivers to get in there sometimes.
Wow. How about you've had to have used an Allen wrench at least once?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Indeed.
Of course.
I'll extra careful. All right, extra careful. I cannot stress that enough. Do not go deep.
Yeah.
You will puncture your drum, and you will be a sad boy.
Yeah, you'll bleed, and you won't be able to hear anything.
Yeah.
Could be permanent.
Could be.
You never know.
But there is no greater feeling than just barely getting in there and just scratching the inside of your ear. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I know.
Oh, it feels so good.
My granddad would do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
My dad's dad, he would use his keys to scratch his ears.
It's
and then
so
he would
good.
like tell me to pull the car around and throw me the keys, and I'm like, oh my god.
So I think it was because I get an oversaturation of earwax. Actually.
Oh, okay.
I think
The listeners are really excited.
Yeah,
about
they're
this.
in it now. I distinctly remember. I don't remember how old I was. I was very young. But one time I had to go to the doctor, and they took like a suction thing and sucked out a bunch of earwax from my ear because there was so much of it.
I bet you loved that experience.
I didn't understand what was happening at the time.
Oh, how young were you though?
Less than 5.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Okay. So you weren't old enough to fully appreciate
I wasn't like a toddler anymore, but I was definitely still a young child.
So if you went back now, you'd be all about it.
Oh, yeah. I'd be like, can I do this every week?
Can I take this machine home and use it on myself?
Please? Can Waterpik like make a thing for that or something?
Do they not? Because that would make sense.
It seems like something they would do, like a neti pot for your ears.
Well,
except not a neti pot because those are gross.
They are really disgusting.
That's so
Have you
gross.
used one before?
I have not. My family has, and every time they do, I look at them and I'm like, you are nasty.
I feel like I would 100% throw up. If I did that, there's no way I would not throw up.
Well, I already, every time, like water getting in my nose.
To listeners, if they don't know what a neti pot is, I'm sorry. But you put a little teapot inside one of your nostrils, and then water comes out the other side.
Yeah,
the water goes.
Pour it up, tilt your head.
It goes through your sinuses.
You have to put. They come with special like solutions that mix up inside.
Yeah.
You have to use. It also has to be either boiled water or. Oh man, what is the name for that? Like that special water that
saline?
You buy. Well, yeah, saline too, but you can. There's a different kind of water that you can use.
I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness, it's like the same stuff they put in CPAP machines.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about, but I have no idea what it's called.
That name has totally slipped my mind.
That's fine
for now.
But
yeah, you have to use a special kind of water because there's a lady last year who did not. She used like just water straight out of the tap, and she got a brain-eating amoeba.
Are you serious?
Yes, she died because.
Where was she from?
I
what kind of water did she use?
I don't know. That's why you have to use clean water because I mean it's going straight up inside your skull, and some amoeba got in and started eating out her brain.
So you can totally drink that and be fine, but you can't put it inside of your mind.
No, don't put it in your brain. There's nothing up here to protect against the stuff like there is in your stomach.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Stomachs can
amoebas
withstand
don't
quite a
like
bit.
stomach acid.
Right. Stomach acid.
But they do like brain juice. Tasty, nutritious.
Intelligence.
Yes.
Well, there has to be some type of. I guess there isn't though.
No.
I
That's
thought
what
they
your
had
skull is
I thought
for.
they had like a slime on the top of them as well, like a. Maybe I'm just thinking.
I mean,
of
like they're
something
kind of
crazy.
gooey, but there's
Yeah.
there's not like stuff up there to defend against bacteria and whatnot.
Wow, you would think that there
Nothing
would
is
be.
supposed to get up there.
That's true. That's true. If you're sticking things up your nose, that's your own fault.
Yeah, that's what the stuff in your nose is for.
Yeah, that's why you have
That's-
nose hairs and things like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Creates the boogies.
That's why you have mucus in the first place.
Right.
To keep it from getting up there.
Right. Huh.
Sometimes you just have too much.
Science. Biology.
Amazing.
I'm learning all types of things today.
I bet you didn't know that this was an educational podcast.
You probably wanted to talk about this today, didn't you?
I did not.
Are you sure?
You know good and well I often come in here with no ideas at all.
Yeah.
It just as it comes.
Well, you told me you had something you wanted to talk about. on Sunday.
I did, but that was 5 days ago, and I don't remember that. No, I do remember, but
Okay, well,
we might get to it, we might not, because
Okay.
it may be a more lengthy topic.
that's fine. That's fine. I would like to talk about my trip just a little bit.
I know you do.
Just a little bit.
I'm like, don't tell me because I'm gonna get mad.
I'm not going to tell you about all the fun that I had at Universal Studios Orlando.
I'm glad you won't tell me about how great it was.
Just a tip for the listeners: if you've never gone to Universal before, and you think I'm going to go to Universal Studios and have a nice, relaxing trip, you're wrong. You're not going to have a relaxing time.
I don't think anyone who's gone on vacation to Florida ever has just a pure relaxing time.
unless they just stay on the beach 24/7.
Unless that is your one goal. If you are
Yeah.
going to a theme park anywhere, you will
Yeah.
be stressed at least somewhat.
Well, you will most definitely be stressed,
Mm-hmm.
especially the first couple of days, because I hadn't been to a theme park it's been like since 2013, so I'd kind of forgotten the ropes. When you go to Universal, expect to wait in line at least an hour, if not more, for each ride. That's
lot
just
of
how it
waiting.
goes.
That's a lot of waiting.
They have the express passes. They're really expensive, so is it worth it? I mean, maybe,
I
but
know, even when the last time I went to Disney and we had express passes, you were still waiting half an hour in line.
yeah, at
because
least.
a lot of people buy them anyway.
luckily we didn't go during the dead of summer. It was in March, so
It's a big difference.
it was still spring break, but it wasn't crazy.
Tell you the best time to go though.
When's that?
September,
September, yes.
early fall.
That's when we usually go to the beach. Is
Yeah.
September. A lot of old people.
Yeah,
And
it's because they know
they're the
know
best
when to
company.
go.
Yeah.
They don't
But-
talk. They don't talk to you. They leave you alone.
yeah.
If they run around nude, it's like, get your camera. It's funny.
Well, I do think if we go back to Universal next year, we'll probably go a couple weeks earlier in March,
Yeah.
before the spring breaks happen. Because it's going to be warm there regardless.
Pretty
It's
much.
Florida. Because we went to Bubba Gump's one night to eat, and we were making conversation with the bartender, and I was like, yeah, we were pretty stoked about coming to Florida and having nice warm weather. But it was like the first couple of days, it was like 65 degrees.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it's crazy. He said we had 88 degrees on Christmas and it's 65 degrees on spring break. So I guess you never really know what you're going to get. But no,
Climate change. Anyways.
no, the last couple of days were really nice. But the first 2 days were like 65 degrees and rainy. And
I
I was
mean,
like,
even
man.
that is like,
It's still
Pretty all right.
yeah, it's fine.
it was
fine.
better than the 45 degrees here.
Yes,
Let me tell you.
I'm sure. But like I said, I'm not gonna bore you with all the fun that I had in Orlando. But I do, I do
I
want to talk.
appreciate that.
I do want to talk about a couple of stories, some funny things that happened.
This
in
is where the
Orlando.
scary mummy comes in, isn't it?
Yeah. So I have
All right, I'm
a
ready.
couple of. I'll save the scary mummy for last. I would like to start with what I'm titling "Comfortable." All right.
Okay.
Okay. So throughout our trip, instead of driving and fighting the traffic to Orlando and parking, I think parking was like $25, we decided to Uber there and back every day, which was cheaper, less stress on us. We just got to get in the car and go, and then get in the car and come back. Easy. throughout our trips on these Uber rides, we had a large variety of ethnicities.
Oh, I'm sure. I am sure.
Yeah. Everybody was extremely nice, and we loved every person that drove us. But there was one person that stood out to me. His name was Rajad, all right? He was...
Rajad. This
Rajad.
must be a man of Eastern descent.
Yes, absolutely. I'm not sure where... He was definitely Indian.
Okay.
So we get in the car, and most people, most of the other Uber drivers, you just get in the car, they're like, hey, what's up? And they know exactly where you're going. That's it.
Yeah.
And they drop you off. You have conversation. It's great. This guy, I sit down in the car. I get in the front seat. I sit down. I look over at him, and he's just looking at me and smiling. Not saying a word, just looking at me and smiling. So I look back at him and give him a smile back, give him a nod, and he's like looking at me and not saying a word, just looking at me and smiling. And I'm like, he has to say something eventually, because I'm getting a little creeped out. So
that's the night that the lights went out.
So he's just looking at me and smiling. So I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, oh, going well. And then, sorry, excuse my, I'm gonna try to not just,
I can do that. If you give me the script, I can do it
by
for
doing
you.
this. No, I have to do it. For my own personal benefit, I have to. But this is just how he sounded. This is just how I'm talking. So he's sitting there smiling at me, and he takes his hand, and he reaches up, and he taps the air conditioner, and looks at me again, and he says, "Comfortable?" I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. He's like, is the air good for you? I'm like, yeah, it feels nice. Okay, temperature's good? Yep, the temperature's great. He's like, okay, good. And then he sits there for a second. And then he's like, I also brought these waters in case you were thirsty and some snacks here. I'm like, wow, awesome. Thanks, man. And then he proceeds to go to his GPS and show us every single street that we're going to be going down before we get to our destination. Just because we said, hey, so it's a little difficult to get to where we're going, but it's pretty much exactly what your GPS says. He says, okay, cool. And then he swipes through every street, making sure that we're going down the correct streets. It was a big process. And then we took off to go to our destination.
Then you left.
That's before we even left. So
I can only imagine what was happening in the back seat at this time.
Frustration. So we finally get moving. I mean, it took us a good 6 or 7 minutes to eventually leave Universal and go to our Airbnb. So we're driving, not saying anything, just a big smile on his face the whole time. Really nice guy, just a little creepy. Good intentions though. So he's driving. I'm just looking at my phone, and we pull up to a stoplight. I'm just, like I said, looking at my phone, and we're sitting still, and I can feel it. I can feel him looking at me. So I turn my head, look at him. Same facial expression he had when I first got in the car. He pulls his hand up, he taps the air conditioner, and once again he asks, "Comfortable?"
Oh my goodness.
I said, yes, Rajad, I am comfortable. He's like, oh, okay, good. Just making sure. Want you to be comfortable.
Oh my.
And then we finally pull up to the Airbnb, right? Now this part was pretty smooth, okay? I will admit this part was pretty smooth. We pull up to the Airbnb, and whenever you're done with the ride, you can rate the driver. But the driver can also rate you.
Yes.
So we're about to get out of the car. He pulls the Uber app up on his phone, and he pulls up the little 5 stars to where he can rate me, and he says, hey, just so you know, and he looks at me and winks and says, 5-star customer. And then he hits the 5 stars, and I'm like, well, I guess I have to give this guy 5 stars because that was pretty great. But so Rashad, if you're listening, I am still comfortable.
If you too are looking for an Uber in the Orlando area, Rashad, I can only assume his last name is Patel.
Maybe. I could probably look it up on my
what
phone
they
and
all
see what
are.
it was. But no.
Actually, I don't know if it would be.
No,
Because
there's a lot of
you know
Patels
why
here.
they're all named Patel, right?
Why is that?
Because in Indian it means innkeeper.
Well, that makes sense.
That's why they all, like the hotel owners, are all named Patel.
Because all the hotel owners, all of them are here, or
Yes.
Patel.
Yes.
So yeah, there's my comfortable story, and I've got a couple more, just a couple more I want to discuss. This next one is entitled Asians.
I'm all about this. I love Asians.
Now, there were a copious amount of foreign people at Universal. So many people.
We want to go to America.
Yeah,
We want to see American living. Where do we go? Florida.
And they're going to either Disney or Universal, one of the two.
Yeah.
But not just foreign people, but there were lots of Asian people. A lot of Asian people.
Asian people love Disney.
Japanese and Chinese, lots of. Are those both considered Asian? I guess I don't know.
Yes. Asia is a mega continent.
Mega. I'm not gonna say what I was about to say. So.
Excuse me.
But no, there's a lot there, a whole lot there. So, we were standing in line to get on the Harry Potter ride. There's 2 parks, and both of them have Harry Potter rides because that's like the big attraction, of course.
That's where their money's from.
Yeah, literally.
Until J.K. Rowling destroys the series. Please stop tweeting.
She's not gonna stop.
She never will.
But no. So we were waiting in line for the Harry Potter thing. Everyone our age pretty much loves Harry Potter, so they're gonna make a lot of money on it. So they have 2 different parks for it. But we were in the Islands of Adventure side, going through Hogwarts Castle. And a little backstory: whenever you're waiting in line for all of these rides, because all the rides are themed, whether it be like Marvel or the Universal Pictures, like Minions or Shrek or something like that, they're all of the waiting areas are also themed. So you're like looking at things before you get on the ride to make the time pass by faster. So for the Harry Potter ride, you're going through Hogwarts. And it was like a 2-hour wait to get on this ride.
That is a long wait.
It was a long wait. It's a really
for a 45-second ride.
Yeah, it's over before you know it. But part of the experience is waiting in line because, like I said, there's a lot of cool stuff on the walls. Like the pictures are moving, and you see all the characters. Like
you see the picture loop 16 times.
Yes. Luckily, they do have 3 different dialogues, but after the 3rd one they loop again, and I've heard all of them.
I can recite them from memory. They haunt my dreams.
Unfortunately, you're correct. But there were these two girls, and I don't know, they were Asian. I'm not sure if they were Japanese or if they were Chinese. I don't know, but they were definitely
Korean.
Asian. Could have been Korean. I don't know. But they were standing right in front of us, and they were taking pictures of everything. Every single thing we passed by. I bet they took between 20 to 50 pictures of just one thing.
You know that time that we went to Dick's Last Resort?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they always write that thing on your head?
Yeah.
Do you remember what old I think it was Ted. What Ted got?
Oh yeah, it said
because he had the camera.
It said takes more pictures than a foreign tourist, right? Isn't that what it said?
Than an Asian tourist.
Asian tourist. Well,
specifically. There's a reason that's a saying.
Well, it's because they were taking a lot of. Then they had 2 phones and a GoPro.
Hey,
strange combination.
They were well documented.
Strange combination, but yes, they were taking a lot of pictures. A lot of pictures of the stuff. A lot of pictures of themselves. Because they were young girls as well.
Yeah.
So they were, of course, taking selfies.
They have families to
like
impress about their time in America.
Of course. And their friends and whoever else they're going to show the pictures to, I guess.
And they were going to make fun of every American there, by the way.
They probably
and they should.
They were making fun of us while we were in line.
Because we're dumb.
That's very true. So I was like, because the Harry Potter ride is a 4-person ride. It's like this cart that you get on. It's like a side-scrolling ride, and that moves back and forth and around and makes you feel crazy, makes you feel like you're flying. But it's 4 people on the ride.
Yes.
And we were both like, we know we're going to get these 2 girls on this ride with us. And what do you know? Whenever we got to the front, we were seated with these two girls, and I was like, all right, that's fine.
Here we go.
No, it's really it's fine. It was cool, but until.
Oh boy.
So before you get on the ride, they ask you to keep all of your items secure in your pockets. Don't take any videos, don't take any pictures, because if you drop your stuff, it'll get in the, cogs of the machines or whatever.
Nobody wants to go pick that up.
Exactly. So the way the ride works is you're sitting side by side, going across a conveyor belt to get onto the ride. So it's a good little ways of travel time before it ends and there's nothing below you. Your feet are just dangling and you go onto the ride. So the conveyor belt stops and then you go. So they had strapped us in. They put our lap, things over us and locked them down, and we were going down the conveyor belt. Everything was going fine until one of the girls pulled out the GoPro. And she wasn't being discreet about it. She had it eye level.
Lovely.
Yeah, and we were probably, I don't know, 20 feet away from the drop-off before we get onto the ride, okay?
Yes.
So one of the attendants sees her and begins to
Obviously.
sprint towards our cart. She's going. And then another one comes up behind her. So it's two attendants right in front of us walking with us while we're moving. They don't say a word. Nothing is said. They unlatch our cart, so all four of our seatbelts fly up. They grab the two girls, pull them off of the ride, and then go and shove them in a room and close the door. We're like 10 feet away from the drop-off at this point, okay? They run back to us, still inching towards the edge, slam our seatbelts back on, and say, have a good ride. And then we drop, and then we're off. But I thought it was so crazy that they didn't even say anything to these two girls. They just ripped them out and shoved them into a room, all because she had her GoPro out.
You don't mess with the Orlando security.
Obviously not, because they got them off of that ride. It was probably 3 seconds. It was like
That's quicker than the TSA, baby.
it was insane. But they were probably so confused.
Yeah.
Because they probably didn't think about not filming the ride, or maybe they did. I don't know.
They probably did not understand a word.
Probably not.
I mean, they should have known from the photos. I'm
Yeah, but they weren't paying attention. They were taking pictures of everything.
Yeah.
They'll probably look back through their camera roll and be like, "Oh, we took a picture of the sign and it said, oh, okay."
Put this in your pocket.
Yeah.
They've got a translator in there because this is a routine thing for them.
Oh, I'm sure.
I know it has to be.
But I'm sure they were scared out of their mind. I was scared because I didn't.
Oh my God, they're gonna kill them.
I didn't think about. Well, I
They're
didn't,
taking them to a Vegas pit boss. They're gonna confiscate everything.
they're gonna beat them up. But I thought, no, I'm sure they were scared to death because they, like I
Probably.
said, they didn't say anything. They just ripped him out of it and shoved him into a room.
Yeah.
So after it was pretty hilarious. But once we made the realization what happened, but while it was happening, I was like, oh my God, why are they just ripping these girls out of this and shoving them into a room? But yeah, so there you go. Pro tip: don't take videos.
Do not. When they tell you, keep all items inside your pockets.
Yeah, because they'll
Do it.
They'll mess you up, obviously. Okay, one more story. This is Scary Mommy. Okay. There's a ride because like I said, there's two parks. One park is I think it's called Islands of Adventure or Isle of Adventure, which is geared more towards like Marvel characters, and then the Harry Potter stuff as well, which is really awesome. And then the other one is geared more towards movies and Harry Potter. But but the Harry Potter stuff is really cool. I do. If you love Harry Potter, then you'll go crazy there. But there is one ride that if you ever do go, and we go together, you will absolutely love because they have a mummy ride there. Not just any mummy, Brendan Fraser mummy. All right.
I knew. I knew.
Okay, so the fun thing about this ride is it's probably one of the oldest rides there. Okay.
Yeah.
The way it's set up is it's very like Deadpool fourth wall breaking because it's like super aware of itself. So it's like the making of the Mummy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's hilarious. And
Oh
they
my
have like
goodness.
videos going of like Brendan Fraser doing interviews during the making of the Mummy.
Oh my.
It's really great. Okay. And he's being a real prick about it too. It's awesome.
Nothing like 90s Brendan Fraser.
Even at the end of the ride, he's talking like, "Hey, I hope you guys had a good time. I would have had a better time if I had gotten my cup of coffee." That's great. But anyways, so the way the ride works is it's an inside roller coaster. Okay,
Yeah.
It's super cheesy. There's like mummies jumping out at you, like animatronic mummies jumping out at you. It's awesome. Neon lights. It's great. So
It's like Space Mountain with dead people.
yes, but it's really corny. So you go through some twists and turns, and then you go on to the roller coaster part. So it's like, kind of like pitch black, and there's like neon mummies popping out at you, and then you get to a point where you think it's the end, but it's really not. And like an animatronic mummy comes out and scares you one last time, and then you do one last drop, and it's the end. Okay. This was our second or third time riding the Mummy that day. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So I'm gonna say it's our third because I think that's probably right. So we get to that part. We get to the part where it's like you think it's the end, but it's not. And the animatronic mummy pops up, starts moving, and then stops. And nothing's happening for a solid like 15, 20 seconds. And we're like, well, this is odd. This didn't this didn't happen last time. And we thought, well, maybe it's just frozen up, and the attendants will come out and fix it, and then we'll finish the ride. Well, nothing happens. So at this point, because to keep the lines moving, they have multiple carts going at one time. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there waiting to finally do the drop. Nothing's happening. Behind us, we can hear and we're like, oh my God, this cart is going to come up and ram us. We were freaking out, all right? But there was no way to get out of the ride because it's locked down on us, and they unlock it when you're done with the ride. So we're like, this is going to be really bad. So we can hear the cart getting closer and closer and closer, and we're like preparing ourselves for us to get hit behind with this cart. And then the animatronics pop back up and we drop and we're good. And we all had a mini heart attack. It was a great time.
You know what? You'd have been fine anyway.
We probably would have been fine, but it was still pretty frightening just hearing that cart just behind us.
Almost like when you're lying awake at night and you can feel your existential dread creeping up on you.
Yeah, except in real life.
Yeah. That was the physical equivalent.
Yeah. So there you go. That was quite literally Scary Mummy.
The Scary Mummy.
Not because the mummies were scary, but because we had a scary time. We didn't ride it again that day.
No.
But the third day we came back and rode it again.
Oh, okay.
Just because it's probably my favorite ride there. I love it so much.
Interesting.
Yeah. Just because it's so ridiculous. Yeah.
Cheesy Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. So there you go. There's a couple fun stories from Universal. I won't bore you with the other fun times that I had there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you want to talk about?
Thank you for that exposition, Dalton.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No. My topic's too long. My topic could be a video in itself.
Oh, you mean a whole podcast?
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll get to it.
That big, huh?
We'll get to it another time.
No more four-finger stand-ups.
No,
here,
I
huh?
don't have any. I could make some stupid human observations, but
Can we talk about what's sitting right here?
We can. There's been an
because
addition.
There has been an addition, and I think it's
There's
just gonna stay here forever.
A new member of the family.
Yeah.
if you will.
Do you wanna introduce?
This is Eevee. If you don't know anything about Pokemon, this is the best one.
Yeah. According to Matt, anyways.
According to the Bible.
The Pokebible?
Yeah.
That's probably a thing somewhere,
It's like Luke 15:3. And the Lord said, Eevee is the best Pokemon. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
No, would you like to tell them why you purchased this stuffed Eevee?
You know, I was at Walmart late at night with Logan.
Uh-huh.
I was at Walmart late at night with Logan. We had gone on a run for baby things.
Sure, as you do when you have a baby.
Yeah. And,
And you need things.
we're going through the checkout aisle, and here's this Eevee plushie just popping out looking at me. And I was like, I need this. And he thought, you going to get that for the child? I was like, no, this is for me. I need this soft, adorable toy because I want it.
Yeah. And now you have it.
And now I have it.
And it sits proudly.
Yes.
Proudly
upon my desk.
on your desk. But now it's going to just be here.
No.
No,
it's still coming home with me.
Not here all the time. I just mean whenever we have a podcast, it's going to be
now
here.
now she's joined us.
Maybe we should just start bringing other stuffed animals in here.
We
Start
probably
scattering
should.
them around the room.
Yeah. Just hide them in places.
Yeah.
Play a little game of where's the stuffed animal this time?
Yeah. And then people will talk about us on the internet and be like, oh, yeah, it's the creepy guys with the stuffed animals that have a podcast.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding. I love to pretend that more than 5 people listen to this podcast.
We all know in reality it's just us two listening to it over and over again.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of just us two, I'm gonna make a quick apology to our 5 listeners.
Ooh.
Because as you know,
This is personal, Dan.
yeah, they're gonna get me. As you know, I wasn't here last week.
Yeah.
I was
Loser.
in Orlando. But the week before we did a podcast on that Tuesday, and then you know we always have a video on Saturday. Well,
normally we do.
that didn't happen.
No, it didn't.
Because I had surprise. It's just us two making all of this content.
There's no editor. It's just us.
So I had a lot on my plate before I left, and I didn't get it done. So I'm gonna upload the video of the podcast from last week tonight because I got it done, and then this podcast that you're watching right now will be on Saturday.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's what's gonna happen.
Ba-boom.
And
You get a double feature today.
You get well, you know, we already posted the stray session
yeah, but you
right
know,
before I left.
that's true.
And we wanted to let that rest for a little bit. We didn't want to follow it up immediately with the video.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because I didn't get it done.
That's his excuse, and he's sticking to it.
I'm gonna stick to it because it's true.
If we
didn't
tried
wanna
to,
muddy it up.
just us two can't follow up that.
No, we can't.
We're boring compared to that.
And I'm still extremely proud of that video. So if you haven't seen it, we did a stray session with various very talented musicians, including Patrick Long on vocals. We had Henry Reeves on sax. We had Kenny Nasalrod and Holly Ferris on trumpet. Holly Ferris was also used to be the lead, not
The
trumpet
band
player,
director.
but band director for
James Brown.
which is incredible that we even got.
How is he here? I have no idea.
And then the very famous Wayne Marsh on
Indeed.
keys. If you don't know Wayne Marsh,
The lovely, the beautiful. You're missing out.
you're missing out because Wayne Marsh is the guy.
What a character.
Hysterical, but also a very talented keys player
Indeed.
and multi-instrumentalist.
Yes.
He can pretty much play anything. Pretty much. I can't think of something he doesn't play. Don't
you know what?
Don't know.
I bet if you made up a new instrument right now.
He could figure it out.
Yeah.
He could figure it out. But if you want to go watch that, we covered Nothing from Nothing. And of course, you know, Ryan Miles played drums.
Yes.
I mean, that goes without
The
saying.
illustrious.
Paul Ebersold did the mixing, and Case and Pratt did the videography. And then we did the editing. Wow.
Woo!
Because we can't pay somebody to do
We
it.
tortured ourselves for a week while we edited all of that.
Which played into me not posting a video on Saturday because I was mentally exhausted from that week.
Yes.
There was so much going on. Literally every day of that week, we saw each other and we were doing something.
Pretty much.
Music related or not, we were doing something.
Yeah.
We were getting ready for Logan's birthday party. It was a lot, but it was fine. It was a good week. But no, the video will be uploaded tonight from 2 weeks ago. But if you want to watch the Stray sessions, also go to YouTube, and it's also on Facebook. Just go to Stray Nova and you can watch it there. So give it a watch.
Please do.
Share it with your friends.
It's worth your time.
It is, because I'm not trying to toot my own horn, because it wasn't just us involved in this. There were very, very talented musicians part of this that I really want you to see because they're great.
Honestly, we barely did anything.
We really didn't do a whole lot.
We didn't even play or sing.
We just sat in chairs and watched them do it. Yeah.
Like, we're in there, but it was fake us. It was fake.
We were just pretending
We
to play.
dubbed that in later. It's no
of
big
course,
deal.
of course. But we have like other musicians come in and do it
Yeah.
for us. Yeah.
We just kind of pantomimed. It
I
was
wish
great.
I wish that was true. But there you go. But please go watch that. Also, it's been a whole week, Matt. I'm saving this for last. I'm saving it for last.
It's been a week.
It's been a week. It's time to play everyone's favorite game. Can Dalton guess Matt's order?
Shazam! Have fun editing that in.
Now do I have to edit in like the new Shazam movie
Yes.
poster?
You have to put a cameo in there.
Which
in there.
Surprisingly, I kind of want to go see.
I also do. Well, Shazam is like one of those weird heroes.
Yeah, he's a DC character.
Yeah.
But nobody really talks about Shazam.
He's like mostly a comic relief hero.
Yeah.
A lot.
But kind of like the
comic relief.
kind of like the Flea. But no one watched the Flea movie.
I know. No, they did not.
But I did like the Flea comics. They were always great. The Flea and Deadpool comics were very similar to me because the Flea also would like break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Anyways, off topic. We have a mission here, and I have to guess your order. Am I going to get it right? Let's find out. So today, we only have 4 more restaurants.
4 things left.
That's it.
That's
so
only
4 more weeks.
Yeah. 3 more after this.
3 more after this, unless I can think of another fast food place. But I can't.
Nope.
I can't go back now. So here
Nope.
we go. 3, 2, 1, randomize. Where we at? Number 1 is Wendy's. Wendy's. Let's never do that again.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
This one will be extremely easy.
Yeah. You can almost guarantee that it's going to be easy.
I know.
I think it might even be. I think I might even get the number right.
You probably will.
I think I might even get the number right.
I want 2 number 9s, a number 9 with cheese.
Because this order doesn't change very much. All right.
The only thing, very, very seldomly it changes.
Yeah.
Because, well, we'll get to that after you guess
Once
this.
I've guessed it, but I've got to let him write it down first, which I'm not looking at. I'm not looking. I'm looking. I'm cheating. Evie, look at his notes. Come over here and tell them to me.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding, Evie. You can't. You're a stuffed animal.
All right, here we go.
All right, please show the viewers, all 10 of them.
All right, there you go.
Okay. I'm just gonna come out and say it then.
Yeah.
Nothing. No, I'm kidding.
It's nothing at all.
I hate Wendy's. No. So I think it's a number 6. I think it's a number 6 spicy chicken sandwich, no mayo. And then I think you get Dr. Pepper from there.
You know, you were so very close.
Is it number 6?
It is number 6.
It's not.
It is the spicy chicken, but it is plain, baby.
Oh, that's right. You say plain.
Yeah.
You say plain.
It's got more than just mayo.
Because you don't like the tomatoes or the
lettuce.
or the lettuce.
Either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get the chicken tenders though, every now and then. Or
Occasionally. No,
the nuggets. The nuggets, right?
If I
You know what?
normally-
I'm just gonna stop because I got the first part.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Go
Ordinarily,
ahead.
if I'm in a burger mood, I'm going to Burger King. But sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm going to Wendy's, and I'm about to get
Because
myself that Baconator, baby.
You know what? I think the Baconator is people don't talk about the Baconator enough.
They don't.
But it's actually a really, really tasty sandwich.
Yes.
And it's massive.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever gotten a full Baconator?
Yes.
Because
they got the
they
double.
They have that, but they have the junior, which is like a
Yeah.
regular sized sandwich.
Well, yeah, it's called the junior, but it's fairly hefty because even the junior has the double patties.
Yeah.
The regular Baconator has what, 4?
I think it's 3. If it's
Or
4,
3?
If it's 4, that thing is gonna be like
Giant. Yeah, it may be 3.
Either way, it's a massive sandwich, and if you love meat and cheese, that's it.
It's in abundance.
It's that and the BK Stacker, but the Baconator is like 4 times the size of the BK Stacker.
I think Wendy's also has the best bacon on a sandwich.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Because like everywhere else is kind of like, it's like that pre-cooked bacon you would get out of a sleeve.
Yeah, kind of floppy.
Yeah, well, not really. It's like just those hard.
Oh, see, I was thinking
like
Wendy's had like the crunchier,
No,
but like crispier bacon.
They've got the ones with the waves on the side, like that floppy.
Yeah,
it's like a real cut bacon.
But I think it does kind of boil down to because a lot of the foods at fast food places, a lot of the foods taste the same from like the same establishment. So if you like the way food tastes from Burger King, you'll like the BK Stacker. But if I don't know, Wendy's doesn't really have, because it's like Taco Bell. Everything at Taco Bell tastes the same. A lot of things at McDonald's taste the same.
Yeah.
A lot of things at Burger King taste the same. But I don't know about Wendy's. Wendy's kind of has its own thing going on.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to ask them.
That was a side tangent there. I don't know. Maybe we should have some taste tests here, Matt. Maybe we should bring in some food and see the similarities.
They may be pushing it too far.
Are we just eating the same thing but it looks different? Are we?
I don't know.
Tune in next week.
You will find out.
No, we're not going to do that. But maybe.
Never.
I don't know. I think it would be interesting with Taco Bell, especially Taco Bell, because a lot of things at Taco Bell taste
every
the same.
single bite. Oh, this tastes exactly like the last thing I just had.
Yes. They all just taste like a soft taco.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Which is delicious. Taco Bell's soft tacos.
You know what? You might as well not get anything different at Taco Bell. Just order soft tacos. Put the rest on yourself.
I don't know, man.
It's fine.
I like so many things from Taco Bell, even though they all taste the same.
Yeah, it's true.
Cheesy Gordita Crunch, forget about it.
Wow.
Crunchwrap Supreme, come on.
Wow. Absolutely.
5-layer burrito, delicious.
That's one more than 4.
Indeed. Have I guessed your Taco Bell order yet? Not yet.
No, that hasn't come up yet. You're gonna have a toughie when that comes around.
Maybe next week. I've only got 3 left now. Got 3 left.
The odds are becoming slim.
They are. I have Hardee's too. That's a tough one.
Oh, that's a real toughie. I don't even know if I can guess my order.
I've actually already thought about all of them.
Yeah.
And I have.
Did your homework?
I'm mentally prepared when I come in.
That's good.
With all of them, and then whenever the one pops up, I'll have the answer, even if it's right or wrong. I have thought about it. It's not just off of a whim. But I don't have to think hard because we eat together so much.
Yeah.
But there you go. That's it. That's all we got for this week.
That's today.
I'm glad to be back because, like we've discussed before, I have a very difficult time relaxing. So I was like,
this is true.
I was, not that I wasn't having a good time. I was having a great time. But I also really enjoyed working. So I'm happy to be back.
It takes his mind off of the looming sensation.
That was the cool thing about it, though, because Universal, there's no time to relax. You're going.
That's true.
It's a high pace 24/7.
That's all theme parks, baby.
And,
they want to keep you engaged.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about before we
Get in
go?
that gift shop. You know what? No. No, there really isn't.
Okay, all right. That's good.
Maybe I'll think of something next week.
Okay. All right. Maybe we'll tell some stories next week. Maybe we'll talk about
there'll
movies.
be some stories next week.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because my topic for next week is story driven.
Oh, so is that what you were going to talk about?
That's
this
what I
week?
was going to. But,
Or maybe we'll have a guest next week.
we could
Who
have a
knows?
guest.
Who knows?
It would be even better if we had a guest, because then we would have 3 stories, or maybe more stories.
You know what? Maybe
we'll have 18 stories. Maybe we'll be a skyscraper.
Oh wow, that was a great joke.
Mm.
You proud of that one?
You can keep that one, baby. Keep the change on
You
that.
can take that to the bank.
Yeah.
I'm not though. I'm not gonna
Donate to St. Jude's and save a child's life with that one.
Maybe we will have a guest next week.
Maybe we will. I hope we do.
Me too.
Because I'm getting tired of your face.
And I've only been here for a couple days.
Oh man.
But no, that's
you know what I will say. I thought long and hard about doing a solo podcast last week.
Oh, I know.
But you had all
the
the stuff, and I was like, man, I can't.
I took my laptop because I didn't know if they would have a smart TV because I'm bougie like that, I guess.
Wow. Wow.
I want to watch YouTube and Netflix, Matt. I just can't help it. If I'm paying for it, I want to watch it.
And he can't just use his phone.
Of course not. It's not big enough. It's not big enough. If I'm going to watch cinema.
Wow.
Cinema.
Wow.
I need a big screen, Matt.
Man.
Bigger than
You are uppity if you're using words like cinema.
cinema. You got to say it like that, though.
No, I refuse. You know what? Because I am the common man.
Right.
And I say, if I'm going to watch some TV or a movie.
Now, you sound like you're from Florida, full circle.
Maybe that's where I'm from. Think about that?
Matt's secretly Florida man. Maybe next week we'll talk about some Florida man topics.
You know what? We should. Yeah, no one else chimed in on the Florida man thing when I put that in the group me.
Oh, into our secret message group.
Yeah. Where no one should venture. It is not a land that you want to be in.
It is a dark place.
Full of
It's
bad things.
full of sin.
We are all going to burn for an eternity for the things we have said there.
This has been great, Matt. Thanks for listening, guys. If you... I'm just trying to get off of the topic. If you want to find us on the socials, go find us on the socials. We're on all of them, so go and find us.
Yeah, go find us.
I'm not going to list them because you know about them.
Pray for our immortal souls that we might find redemption.
Go and watch our Stray session on YouTube with Patrick Long and everyone else. And also, go watch the ones with Rufus Dawkins. They're good too. And then watch the ones that we just did.
Yeah.
We're already thinking about the next one.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't discussed it yet, but we're thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it.
Thinking about it, baby.
Cinema.
Oh, my goodness.
That's
Get
gonna
out
be-
of here with your
that's gonna be-
cinema.
That's going to be me for the rest of the night. Sorry, Matt.
Oh, my goodness.
This has been Nova Talks. My name is Dalton.
My name's Matt.
And we'll talk at you next week.
Get out of my house!
Say goodbye, Evie.